Okay, please excuse, it's a little dark in here, so please excuse it. This light, when I turn it on, it's like a bright, like, aliens are coming to get you type of ball. Like, it's just there and it's gonna beam out light. So this is why it's dark. So I just have my lamp. I don't have my ring light or anything like that. I just have my lamp to try and get some light on my face. So I apologize for the darkness in the background, but now you're just seeing me. Just seeing me. So that is why it's so dark. Sorry about that. Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Danny here. Okay, so it is Wednesday, July 11th. Or sorry, wow, July 8th. I don't know where I got July 11th from. Okay, so I'm gonna do, I know I'm about a week late. I do know this. I do. Last update I did for the pregnancy was basically the announcement and oh my god, I'm pregnant, and then I did everything from when we found out. So that was August 12th, or sorry, April 12th. Oh my god, my dates. Like this is probably one of the symptoms is pregnancy brain is like for real. For real. Anyway. Okay, so from when we found out, so that was just after 4 weeks, and then up to like halfway through week 13. And not a lot has changed. Well, that's not true. There has been some changes, but from week 14, I'm 17 weeks today. And I'm pretty sure you're going to see this video, or I'm going to be uploading this video today. I'm pretty sure. So if not, it'll definitely be within the next couple days. But 17 weeks today, July 8th. So I'm doing week 14 up until week 16, and I'm just going to let you know what's been going on. There has been a lot of changes throughout. I didn't do a lot of journaling in regards to my pregnancy symptoms for the week specifically, because I guess things just started to happen. Like I was finally got into the second trimester, and then I was just kind of basically just working through it, and I wasn't so anxious and making sure that I knew everything what was going on just in case something happened, and I felt just more in the clear, so I was able to just kind of relax a little bit more. But I did keep some notes on my phone that I put on paper, so I'm recording off my phone so I can't read off of it. I am going to read some of the notes that I did, kind of, and some of my reflections of what has been transpiring in the last few weeks. And yeah, and this is somewhat reflective. There are some things that are reflective based off of baby daddy, of what he's seen in me in the last few weeks. But anyway, so I'm going to start with week 14 and just kind of work your way down. Like, it's kind of all jumbled. So basically, my belly really popped, and I will show the belly at the end of this video. Belly really popped in week 14. In second trimester, I woke up and I was so excited. I'm like, oh my god, second trimester, here we are. I'm so excited for you. Yay. Just really happy. And I was really excited because I'm really starting to connect with the grandparents, the official blood grandparents from afar. So I was able to connect with them, connect with them a little bit more, and like the cousins and all that a little bit more, so that they're just a little more connected to the pregnancy and that I get to know them. Fatigue tapered off a little bit in week 14. It did honestly taper off, so I didn't have that 12 to 2:30, 3 o'clock, I think that was the range, 12 to 2:30, 3 o'clock, that I was exhausted, where I would be, if I didn't sleep in my Jeep, I would be sleeping in my desk, and that's just not professional. That's just not professional. So it did taper off in the beginning. I was becoming more weepy. Like, it's just anything would make me weepy. Just weepy. Like, I wasn't getting all crazy. It was just weepy. And that's pretty much it. And then caffeine, like, I think I had like 1, maybe 2 cups of caffeine a day during that week. Like, I felt like I wanted to. Like, I really like the taste of caffeine. I love the taste of caffeine. I really, really do. And I like the taste of coffee, period. So if it was decaf, I don't even think I would notice, but I started having, caffeine and then decaf to go with it, so I can have a little bit more, like 1 extra cup a day, 1 extra cup. Stop taking my supplements, so my Energize, my pre-workout, my Hydrate, and then I also have a post-workout for like my workout recovery, for my muscle recovery. I only take that, honest to God, I only take that is when I've done like a leg workout or a lifting workout where I know that my muscles may fatigue. a little bit faster, and I don't want to be sore, just because my ligaments are looser, and my joints are a little bit more flexible. So I want to make sure that I'm not, um, you know, like overdoing it, and I don't want to make anything sore because everything's changing already, and I'm already uncomfortable on a lot of things. So I really don't want to make my muscles uncomfortable because I like to work out and keep myself healthy, keep the baby healthy, keep the weight down. I really like to work out, so I want to make sure that I'm not overdoing it, and I want to also make sure that if I did lift a little bit heavier, or if I did go into my squats a little bit more, or if I do feel like I not pushed myself, but I feel like there's a little bit more, not strain, but there's just a little bit more intensity in the workout. I haven't overdone it with my workouts. I haven't gone any higher in my intensity in my workouts. I really haven't. I've actually gone down. But there's just some days that just, it just feels like you've done a little bit more. And it could just be the pregnancy itself. But anyway, so I've just taken that, and it's half a scoop here, half a scoop there. And I just mix it with water, and I have it kind of like a pudding. And I'll put that with a banana. And then that's it. But it's because it's usually a full cup, and I use like a full scoop, and I'll have it every day, especially if I'm intensely training. But I don't do that. So, but I think I'm going to taper that off just a little bit more, just because, and I'll get to that in a second. What else has been going on? So a lot of congestion still, like, maybe I shouldn't say still, like, congestion came real quick, like real hard at the end of week 14. And week 15, it was insanity, like insanity. Between like June and now, like between the seasons, it was insane. Like, it was just like the seasonal allergies, the pregnancy hormones, and like progesterone is why this happens, but like just the combination of that, and probably and just the weather changes itself, and the headaches that you get, I was just like, I am going to go insane if I don't get this shit under control. Like, the congestion was just nuts, and I knew that I didn't have an appointment until the 17th, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna die, like, this is insane. So I probably single-handedly took out a forest with all the Kleenex that I've been using. Like, it's insane. And like, even now, like, I'm not even gonna show you, like, there's like a pile of Kleenex on my desk right now, and like my garbage is over here, and I'm so lazy. But it's just so much congestion. And so I took an Advil cold and sinus, and I know that's not the right thing to do, but I was done. Like, I couldn't find any sort of relief whatsoever. I took a hot shower. Sometimes I even have a cup of decaf or a cup of coffee. Like, when I'm usually feeling congested, like if I feel any sort of sinus pressure or whatever, I'll have some coffee. And for some reason, that smell or that taste or just the heat will actually calm everything down for me. I don't know if that's a real thing, but it does that for me. Tea doesn't work for me. It's just the coffee. So I'm saying coffee in quotes because of caffeine or not. So I did that, and it actually helped a little bit. I was able to get that pressure. I had to sit up. I'm trying to adjust my positioning. It was just nuts. I just couldn't get it. So I took an Advil cold and sinus, and now don't tell people you take that. Especially, just don't tell people you take that. There's a thing about and I understand when people tell you with love and care and kindness, absolutely, they tell you. They do a reflection of, if you're telling them something that you're during their pregnancy or during your pregnancy, then they might be like, girl, you shouldn't be doing that, right? Like, it's just, no, this is not right. So everyone's gonna have an opinion. Just leave it. Your baby is not going to be born with two heads, okay? Like, just get a clearance from your doctor. No Advil cold and sinus. I am not taking that anymore. I also wanted to take Reactin, but then I saw somebody, like, told me, no Reactin, we just do Claritin during pregnancy. Okay, took Claritin, found out from my doctor today. No, it's Reactin. I'm like, oh, fuck, I just should have gone. It's not necessarily my gut, but when I was reading, it should have been Reactin. So, and she said it was fine. Don't worry about it. Just start taking Reactin if you need to. That's approved for pregnant people. And this is my doctor. I'm not saying anything, but your doctor, like, you follow your doctor's instructions. Mine said Reactin. I'm going to do that. I'm going to follow that. And then, so I just started Reactin today, but when I took Claritin, it did help for only once though. I took it, I think, 2 or 3 times in the last couple of weeks, and it's only helped really once for 24 hours to kind of clear everything, because, guys, I don't sleep. I really don't, because of the congestion and the sleeping positions. I can't sleep because I read and understood. I talked to my sister, and who is a labor and delivery nurse, and we're talking about sleeping on your left side, and with some of my research was on the left side. And I'm like, I can't. I'm a back sleeper. I am a back sleeper. So for me to sleep just on one side, I got myself a wedge pillow from Jolly Jumper. It's a really small, like, it's nothing too big. There's nothing too fancy. Like, just this simple wedge pillow here. Just to get a little bit of comfort on that side. I have a body pillow that I probably need more stuff in than I have on my back. Like, so I can kind of lean on my side, but also lean back a little bit at the same time. And then I also have a pillow between my legs. And I was like, holy shit, like, and then there's covers, and on top of that, so I was just, like, all over the place and trying to get some sleep. It was just crazy. And I'm still kind of doing that. I'm trying to figure out my balance. I know that everyone has a different way of doing things, but, you know, you obviously have to do things that is comfortable for you. So that is what I'm working on. I'm working on the sleep thing. Okay, so major congestion, that was definitely going on. That was hitting hard on week 15. Okay, week 15. So I talked about the trouble sleeping, not very comfortable, and I couldn't fit out of position. My nipples have gotten darker. Okay, if this is TMI for you in regards to nipples, then you should be watching a pregnancy update video. But my nipples and my areolas, like the areolas got larger, and I didn't really realize that until it was like one day I was like getting ready for the shower, and I was like, shit, man, these are dark. Like, they're dark. And then, like, the areolas are bigger. They're kind of like toony size or loony size. And then they're super, super dark and super, super sensitive, too. Super sensitive. Not painful, but they're sensitive. I'm out of breath a lot. Week 15, I started getting out of breath. I have to walk up two flights of stairs to get to my office. I'm like out of breath even thinking about it. And I work out every day, and I don't get out of breath unless I'm like doing a lot of cardio with the workout. But I'm fine. Like, my workout is fine. But when I don't know if it's an elevation change or something like that, but when I go up the stairs, I'm just like, oh my fuck. I got one more flight of stairs. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So I get up there and I'm like, it's insane. It's insane. Let's like, oh my god, this is so embarrassing. But it's not embarrassing because, you know, like, I'm like making a human. I'm making a human. It's not that big a deal. But it's like, just holy shit. Like, it's just amazing, like, the difference. Because, you know, everything is moving, right? Like, right now, like, your uterus is out. The uterus is up and out. Which means that everything else has to kind of move. And I get that. I'm totally on board with that. I'm totally on board with that. I think that's it really for week 15. I was still exhausted. I got more exhausted in week 15. Week 14 was actually okay, and then week 15 I started getting more exhausted. I don't know if it's the out of breath thing. I don't know if it's the work thing. And my work is really kind of mundane right now, like in just regards to the tone of it. Like, it's very, very quiet, so that could contribute to me being tired because there's not a lot of energy being stimulated. Like, you know, there's not a lot of stimulation going on. Plus, I'm also listening to podcasts that are very kind of monotone. So if I find that I'm tired, then I'll actually start listening to music that's a little more boppy, especially at the end of the day. Like 3 o'clock to 4:30 or 5 o'clock when I get off, I'm totally fine. It's between 12 and that 2:30, 3 o'clock mark, I'm just like, I need to have a nap. Like, I need to have a power nap, like, right freaking now, or I'm going to sleep under my desk. Okay. Let's see, week 16. Okay, so we're coming up to the last week up until this. And then I'm going to just kind of touch on a couple things that I've noticed, like, that I've reflected on. I don't know when that happened, but I know it happened in the last few weeks, okay? So, I've gotten a lot more hair. Like, a lot, like, it's hair, like, noticeable hair, right? Like, it's not, noticeable to me. Noticeable to me. I noticed that, not necessarily that my hair is growing. Like, I just got my hair cut, thank God. Like, my quarantine hair was just, like, it needs to go. It needs to go. The quarantine hair needed to go. And I got that done last weekend, thank God. But, so I got my hair, like, on my belly, it's darker. Maybe it's not more hair, maybe it's just more prominent hair, but around my belly is darker. Under my arms is darker. Around my face is darker. I do get breakouts around my chin a lot more prevalently now. Like, they're small, but they're there. It could just be the face, like the new face wash I'm using, Clean and Clear, and then I also have, is it Oil of Olay? Or Ivory? I don't know what it is, but there's another one that I'm using, so maybe that could. Let's see, I'm emotional, like, I'm let's see, I cry at pretty much everything. Everything that's kind of like sappy. The other day, I think was it Saturday? No, Saturday or Sunday. Or even Wednesday when we had our Canada Day, we were off. I was listening to Jurassic Park. I was cleaning. I was listening to Jurassic Park, like, just in the background. And it doesn't matter how many movies I've seen. It doesn't matter how long ago this movie was. Every single time, like the best, most moving movie theme song was always Jurassic Park for me. Always, 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 always. There was just something about it. It was courageous, and it was full of hope and opportunity and possibility, and there's just so much going on. I don't want to talk about it because I'm going to cry. But when I heard that, I was just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Like, I just, it was ridiculous. Like, I was just crying. And then, like, anything would come, I was just so sad. I'm like, oh my god, he did that, oh my god. Like, it's insane. Like, I'm just emotional everywhere. Everywhere. And I have been I haven't seen my dog in a couple weeks, and I miss her dearly. I absolutely miss her dearly. And I've been doing a lot of reminiscing. You know, 16 weeks pregnant. A lot of changes have happened in the last year, and I'm doing a lot of reflection, and so that gets me a little emotional as well. Not questioning things. I'm just reflecting and trying to understand a little bit more about what was going on and what was happening, and how I'm changing, and what I needed and what other people needed, and just trying to be okay, a little bit more okay with things. So that's kind of where I'm at with the reflection and the emotions. I get easily frustrated. I really do. I need to really kind of dial that back a little bit. However, I know it's hormonal, but I do get irritated. Sometimes I don't like talking about my pregnancy. When people ask me about it at work, I'm like, I don't want to talk to you about it. Like, I don't know why. I don't know why. I can get irritated. I know that's going to change. I think it's probably because I'm just tired. I just walked up 2 flights of stairs. I just want to get my work done and go home. Like, work's not really fun in regards to, like, the job, because it seems a little frustrating. So I just want to get there, get home, and go to sleep, or whatever it is. Or I have so many other things on my mind. I just don't want to talk to you about it. And it has nothing to do with them. It's like, they're beautiful, wonderful people. Like, it has nothing to do with them. I just get kind of irritated. Even when people breathe, I get irritated. I'm like, oh my god, okay, stop it. And that's just pregnancy. That's just a pregnancy. It's all good. I love you all. I love you all. Let's see. And I'm feeling really big now. Though every time I sit down, like, if I sit down, like, there's this right there. Like, there's this bubble right there. And it's just like, I'm just by myself, just constantly doing this. It's not a conscious thing. I'm just doing this. Like, I'm circling, I'm talking. I've read the baby 2 books already, and I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but I've read it 2 books at night, just to kind of let it kind of hear my voice, get soothed, get myself in the vibe for it, and that's kind of how that's going. Because I know that the baby is developing, like, the hearing is developing, there's coding on the nerves that's developing. They're sucking their thumb now. They're learning how to breathe. There's a lot of changes happening in the last few weeks, and it's like almost doubling their birth. They're doubling their weight, or at least halving their weight. There's just a lot of development right now. Their long bones are coming, like the cartilage is turning into bone. Their legs are coming into proper proportions. Their arms are in proper proportions. Their ears and their eyes are, like, perfectly in the right spot now. They have teeth buds now. What else? Like, the hair patterns are forming, the fingerprints are forming. There's lots of stuff happening, and it's so cool. It is so cool. I can't feel anything yet. I have an anterior placenta, so I won't be able to feel anything until later. But I'm excited. Like, there's a lot of things happening, and even though you can't physically see the changes every day, sometimes it's like, if you take side-by-side pictures, you can see the difference. But I was just kind of like, I'm not seeing a difference. Is everything okay? Everything is fine. Everything is fine. But I'm not nesting. I don't have any cravings. I don't have any food aversions any more than I did before. Like, even if you serve me a mushroom, I might be pregnant, but if you serve me a mushroom, I'm still not going to eat it. Like, it's not happening. I do not have a craving for mushrooms. Or anything that I didn't like before. Like, I won't eat mussels, or I can't eat them anyway, but I wouldn't eat mussels or anything like that. So nothing's really different that way. Craving, I'm not craving anything. I have loosened my grip a little bit on, not on the nutrition, but just on, like, giving into, say, if there's ice cream or freezies, or Well, I think those are the only two things. And it's mostly freezes than anything else. But I will eat those. Or I will eat a lot more salty things. A lot more salty things. Because I just love it. I just love salty things. So, I'm maybe overdoing a little bit on that. But for the most part, my nutrition is pretty bang the same. A couple extra, maybe 300 to 400 calories extra a day. And that's with like an extra couple eggs. Or another serving of carbs. But, and then, sometimes I'll overdo with some extra, either an extra carb or some salty things. So there is that kind of offness. But for the most part, like I'm pretty bang on with my nutrition. And I'm loving it. I'm trying to keep it the same though, because, and adding some of the other vegetables I like, but trying to keep it pretty simple for me, so I don't go off the rails, and so I don't lose focus of what I'm doing. And I'm also not going crazy about it, because I don't want to be I don't want to be I just don't want to be over crazed about it. I don't want to be too firm, too rigid. I just want to be cool. I just want to be cool. Let's just I just want to be cool. So yeah, there's been no cravings, no nothing. I haven't really done any nesting. Unless you count like buying things. Is buying things nesting? Is it? Because we don't have a nursery in the house. I don't have a nursery here. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to put everything together. I gotta take things out of my room and put things in the room. I got a glider yesterday for $80 on our marketplace. Super comfortable, super well conditioned. Like, this thing was taken very good care of in the time that this person had this baby. So when they were moving, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take it. Gorgeous. I always wanted a glider for the nursery because I want to nurse in it. I want to read books in it. I want to comfort the baby in it. I just want to be in it. Like, I've always wanted that. Like, that was a very motherly thing for me, for an idea for me. And my mom had a rocking chair, which we don't have anymore. So that's always kind of a nostalgic thing for me. So I bought a summer bassinet for the bedroom, because when for the bed, or like on the couch when I'm doing laundry or something like that, I just want the baby kind of close by. So this is summer. This is not for the summer, but this is summer. But it's good for traveling. So like if I'm going to my friend's house, or if I am traveling next year, then the baby may be too big for it. But this is something that I can have. I also bought a baby bouncer. I don't know if you can see it. Baby bouncer back there. And the woman was really nice. And that has music and it bounces. So like everything works. And the woman was very nice. And she actually gave me some of her clothes. Little baby clothes. I'll be washing all of them. Some of them seem a little bit small. They say it's up to 0 to 3 months, but they look like preemie or newborn stuff. So they look a little tiny. So we'll just play it by ear. I'm probably not going to use all of it, but there's a really cool sleeper in there that just looks divine. So I'll be getting more of those. But, and I've gotten some more clothes. Getting prepped for the gender reveal. So I shouldn't say prepped for the gender reveal. Like, my girlfriend's doing it. And I don't really have anything yet. I just have an idea of what I want. But I'll get into that later. I'll do that in my next update. But, yeah. Let's see what else has changed. Yeah, that's it for the nesting. Next, I haven't really done anything else. What else? Oh, I bought, like, every time the sister gave me a good tip. Like, anytime I go, like, when I have a paycheck or whatever, every time I go shopping, get a box or a package of diapers or wipes. And what else am I getting? That's pretty much it. Diapers and wipes. That's pretty much it. Because I'm going to be, hopefully the boob will be feeding the baby for the first little while. So that's basically all I need. Right? And then clothes. So I've been stocking up on that as much as I can. Whenever they're on sale, I will get it. That might be it. Some round ligament pain. Oh, actually, no, a lot of round ligament pain, especially in week 15 and 16. Just anytime I move, I was like, oh, fuck. I think it's just because it's just, I don't know, it's a growth spurt or whatever, but I was like, that's not comfortable. So, had that. Oh, I went up in size on my breasts. My bras are now 38Ds. Wow. 30. And I don't really notice it. And then you put on a bra, you're like, holy shit. Like, I ever put on a sports bra, I'm like, where'd those come from? Like, right? So, man. So 38D now. So it's just gonna get bigger from here. I know that. The only maternity store in our city is closing down. So, and they had a 70% off sale. By the time I went, all the mediums were pretty much gone. So I was able to get a bikini bottom, but I'm going through the summer, so that'd be cool. Bikini bottom, 2 bras, and a top that I wore today at work, all for $65. And the bras were like 50 to 60 bucks a piece on their own. So Hellers got those, and I think that's pretty much it. And I'm not gonna go crazy on maternity clothes. I'm just gonna wear what I can. I got some belly bands. I'm gonna try and wear my clothes as much as I can. Summer is gonna be a little bit easier because I can wear more dresses. And yeah, that's it. So I'm gonna do, and I had my 17-week appointment today. I had my 17-week appointment. Met my OBGYN for the first time. Partners are actually allowed in the room with you now, which was great because we were able to experience this one together and meet her together. There's going to be 12 doctors. There's 12 doctors in the practice, and when I go into delivery, and I can go talk about this later. When I go into delivery, any one of those will be called, or any one of them will be called to deliver me. So I get to meet them all pretty much throughout the next few months, which is cool. I got a little team, so that's awesome. But we got to hear the heartbeat today. That was a shocker. As soon as she put the wand down on my belly, it was like, whoa, like, what is that? And I cried. Yes, I cried. 152 beats a minute, 152, 155, somewhere around there. But, yeah, and I was able to ask all my questions, and that's where the reactin answer comes from. So I was super excited about that, and every 4 weeks I get to hear it. So it's a pretty interesting moment. Like, it was pretty overwhelming because that's when you know things are good. I know when you feel it, things are good. That's when you know things are good. For me, I heard the heartbeat. Everything's cool. And yeah, my weight was great. I actually lost 2 pounds from the last time that I was there, or lost 2 kilograms from the last time I was there. So I haven't gained much in the last 4 weeks, which is cool. I think it's like 18 pounds in total that I've gained, but I don't feel it, and I barely even see it, so I don't even know where that weight is. And it's probably from the extra salt. And the baby, obviously, but the extra salt. So, and I have done some sugar detoxes, so that also, a couple sugar detoxes, so that may have also helped with the control of the weight. And I'm going to be doing another one here soon, so that could also contribute to that. So it's less sugar, less salt that's going in there as well. So that's good. So weight, urine sample's fine. I got a swab today because you're checking for certain STIs and stuff. Maybe some stuff that's developed over during pregnancy. I don't know. But they're testing for those things. What else? And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I did register at Amazon. I also registered at Bye Bye Baby. I do have an appointment, we have an appointment at Bye Bye Baby next month. So in August, I get to go and register there. Okay, that's it. This video is 23 minutes already, so I'm going to cut it up here. So that is week 14 to week 6, the end of week 16. So week 17 today. So you'll probably get another video in another 2-3 weeks. My next appointment, my anatomy scan, is on the 22nd. So possibly you'll get a video right after that, because I want to do the gender reveal after that, like the weekend after that. So that was a Wednesday, and like that'll be Wednesday, and I'll do the gender reveal that following Sunday. That is my plan. That is my ideal plan. I don't know if that'll work out, but we'll see. Everyone's got a birthday. Everyone's got things to do. But I want to find out what the hell the gender is. I can't wait that much longer. I've only got like less than a month left to go. I don't want to wait that much longer. I want to know exactly what I'm having so we can plan for it. I want to know what's going on. So yes, that is what is going to happen. So you're going to have a video. That thing is going to be structured. I don't have a schedule for the videos. The videos go up when they go up. But I'm trying to keep, I'm trying to get a handle on the video editing, the video timing, the video schedule. I am trying to get a handle of it. Please be patient. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your support. This has just been incredible. I'm really excited for this journey, and you guys have just been crazy. So just keep on keeping on, and I will talk to you in the next video. Thanks, guys. Love you. Bye. Okay. All right. Okay. I keep forgetting to do this. bump shots. I keep forgetting to do that. Oh my god. Like I just like sign off and like hello. Like there's no video. Like there's no picture. Are you kidding me? All right. I'm sorry. So this may be a little difficult because it's dark. I'm sorry. I'm gonna adjust the light here. You see, I don't really have a. I do this. So this is 17. I'm not pushing out. I don't really have anything to push out anymore. Like I can't. Like my abdominals usually, like, cause I'm a pretty petite person. Abdominals, I don't really have much to to push out. I don't really have enough space, so this is kind of where it sits. Okay, and if I could suck in, like, there's no way. Like, there's no sucking anywhere. So that is the bump. So from the side looks good. Each side looks different, but from the front, like, obviously, like, my hips are definitely wider. Like, for sure wider. But you can actually see this, like, outline here. Like, my abdominals are holding on for dear effing life, man. Like, for real. But, like, you can see this outline here, and I just think, like, that's just baby. That is just baby. So, that's kind of where I am now. That's the 17-week bump. And if I sit down, you can see, if I sit down, like, if I'm at work or something like that, so I sit, and, like, there's just, like, this little, like, hump here. This little hump there. So that's the 17-week bump. Yes. So, and also, just side note, I found out that I'm actually 5'5" today. I always thought for the longest time that I was 5'6". I am 5'5". Okay then. I don't know if that, it doesn't, obviously doesn't make a difference. Like, I'm a small person. Make a difference. So, but yeah, I am 5'5", 166 centimeters. So, huh. Good to know. We have more stuff every day, right? So, oh, you follow 5 hours.